So in yesterday's video, we went over Valve's new online code of conduct, which is their terms of service. This is what you can and cannot get banned for. But at the end of the day, Valve makes the rules and has the final decision, which we will get to later in today's video. This new online code of conduct was filled with information many of us already knew, was there before, but was mainly to be updated for the times that we're currently in, aka making it more modern. At the time of recording yesterday's video, it was based off a small script and was my raw reaction. I felt like this was very important. I wanted to push this out as soon as I could, but after reading some comments, even having a revised pin comment and having a link to xmercycs's post on Twitter, which is highly detailed and I suggest you go check out, a large majority of people, if not everybody still, is extremely confused. And many people may ask, on what? Well, this has to do with everything. With new additions of bannable offenses added, like smurfing, gambling, which are mainly the two biggest points of this entire list, and a couple other things. But in today's video, I want to go over this more in depth than I did yesterday, but most importantly, what this really means for the everyday average CSGO player who maybe buys and sells on a third-party site. For the 99.9% of players, you got nothing to worry about. Now, today's video sponsor is SkinsMonkey. SkinsMonkey is a trading site for your CSGO skins. It's one of the easiest and safest ways to swap out your inventory for something new. Extra cash on every trade gets added to your balance. It also has a 30% deposit bonus. And if you use the link in the description or use my code MANDO in two different ways, one which adds 5%, totaling out to 35 for your deposit bonus. And if you're a first-time user, you can get up to a free $5 on your first trade. They also have a freebies tab where you can enter giveaways for free. If interested, it'll be the top of the link in the description below. Yes, your skins are fine. After talking to some other creators and just people in the community, it is most believed that Valve rolled this out to have more reasons to ban players and crack down on people/organizations like shady gambling companies if necessary, and also to clean up shop before CS2 arrives so noobs can have a very fun and easy time, especially in matchmaking, which makes me think this is why they got rid of smurfing, or now this is a bannable offense, maybe even Overwatch or possibly VAC, and get rid of gambling, begging, and many things relating to scams so those people don't get scammed and lose a bunch of money and end up just leaving the game in general. That's just my current thought. I also think this was an update that was just long awaited. It'll be interesting to see how much this actually gets pushed full effect in the next couple of months, but this kind of goes in the next point. What do you have to worry about the most if you do it all? And for me and the people I've talked to, like XCS's Mercy's tweet on Twitter, this has a lot to do with gambling. At least that's what I think right now. Certain things they included in the new code of conduct, such as begging and sending trades without getting anything on the other end, makes me think it's just that. For your everyday average player, you got nothing to worry about. Do what you were doing before. But for those of you who were in a gray area just a couple days, if not weeks ago, such as gambling, trading with gambling bots, or maybe smurfing and matchmaking, most likely right now, I don't want to guarantee anything, nothing would probably become of it, at least like they did before, just now they might push the rules just a little bit harder and enforce them more than they did before. This kind of brings me to a post on Twitter I actually just saw that I think is extremely relevant that many people should be looking at. Just as an example, should people revoke and change their API key because they're logged into gambling websites? Actually confused about this topic at the moment. Clarification, please. A lot of gambling addicts and people who gamble maybe for fun or every once in a while hit them back with the answers. Fire2K says, low-key scared I'll get banned for having my Steam account linked to gambling website. Then there's another comment suggesting, I'm not sure, but I think it only counts from now on, from when the terms of service got updated. And that's something for you guys to think about as well. And just everyone who promotes this garbage. Are we going to see a bunch of creators and just a lot of people who gamble get banned the next couple of weeks? Because that'll be very and extremely surprising, but also something that I feel like most people saw coming from a mile away. Stepping away and out of lines of the code of conduct, I want to talk about the reality of everything here. Ever since the CS2 announcement, the market has gone higher than most other markets in the world, especially in this time frame. And with Paris releasing and ruining investments, you should take this time to 1, profit, number 2, realize this isn't forever, and 3, which is the most relevant to today's video, you don't truly own your Steam account or your CSGO skins. I think this is pretty well known. Since this is all online, this is all owned by Valve. When you buy a skin, especially on a third-party site, one, Valve can't really do much to intervene and help you with that. But even when you buy it on Steam, it's in your account. You've done nothing wrong. You haven't gambled. You haven't cheated. You haven't played with any cheaters. 99.9% of the time, nothing's going to happen to you, maybe even 100, but Valve makes the decisions, and we don't really own any of this. Not that anything like this would happen, just mentioning it for those who need a reminder or maybe just didn't know. Now, hopefully this explained things a little bit more. Pretty much this is cracking down on gambling, scams, smurfing, just a whole lot more. Everything's the exact same, and there's a very good possible chance, even with gambling, nothing is probably going to change unless Valve goes after this even harder. Now I'm going to leave a link in the description and also pin comment to XCS Mercy's post and his Twitter profile in regards to this entire debacle. If you still feel like you don't really know what's going on, not to just this situation, but a lot of niche and touchy subjects that go very unnoticed on YouTube also have a lot more like-minded people. I suggest you go check them out and show them some support. Let me know what you guys think down below. Love to hear your guys' thoughts. Catch you guys in the next one. Stay positive, stay sexy. I'm out, guys. Peace.